Guys, you need to watch out for Hailie Deegan. This makes me so happy because I've been a long time fan of her ever since I heard that she started racing in the Car Super Late Model Tour. She's the daughter of off-road racing legend Brian Deegan. He's a multiple-time champion in a variety of Lucas Oil off-road racing series. I just remember watching him at a young age, Brian that is, and seeing him dominate and run circles around the other competitors. I mean, he was my favorite driver when I think I was around 10 years old, and I'd always watch dirt track racing. That was my favorite thing to do, like the trophy trucks, whatever. So his daughter Hailie has been the most successful female NASCAR driver already, and she's only 17. You hear of these young guys that are 17 and they don't have the success that she does, or they are 25 and don't have the same amount of success that she already does. She's out of California, born on July 18th, 2001. The likes of Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson were also out of California, so maybe that California soil, they raised those racers right. And she started racing at age 8, and she won kart championships in the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. Some of the lower tiers, not the very top like her dad, but still impressive nonetheless. She hasn't raced a lot on asphalt, which is really impressive. According to Wikipedia, she started at age 15, so she's only had a couple years experience, which is nothing compared to some people in the series who've been short track racing since the age of 4. Started off in the Car Super Late Model Tour at the age of 15, where she competed against other rising stars and ex-NASCAR drivers like Tyler Ankrum, Cole Rouse, which are the rising stars, and ex-NASCAR driver Jake Crum. In her first start, she finished second to last, and then her second start, she finished 14th of 19. So, not too impressive, but not awful. It's her first 2 asphalt starts. She's not going to win the race. Whenever she was 16 in 2018, she jumped in a Bill McAnally. I'm definitely butchering this name, by the way. McAnally. I'm awful at English and everything in general. So she jumped in one of Bill's racing cars, full-time in the Canon West Series and part-time in the East Series. And her first ever NASCAR start in the East season opener, she started 9th of 29 cars, which is really impressive, not gonna lie. I mean, top 10 start in your first ever race. Sadly, she had an electrical problem and finished dead last. The rest of the East Series races that year were honestly impressive, and she was only able to finish in the top 15 once in her other 5 opportunities. Not to mention she wrecked on 2 different occasions in those 5 opportunities, so only one top 15 in 6 races with 3 DNFs actually. 2 of those she wrecked. However, in the West Series, she was extremely impressive from the start. She finished 7th in the season opener in Bakersfield of the 23 cars that started. And notice I'm showing you how many cars are in the field. She beat 16 cars in that season opener in her first ever West Series start. So that is impressive no matter how you look at it. She posted her first top 5 in only the 4th round of the season. She received her first pole award at Las Vegas Motor Speedway Dirt Track en route to a 2nd place finish, her best finish to date. She won the next race, making a move on the last lap, and only led 1 lap, but that is the most important lap. So at age 16, she had won a race, she had gotten a pole position already, and she ended up getting another pole position later that year. So her stats for that season were 14 starts, 12 top 10s, 5 top 5s, 1 win, and 2 poles, with an average finish of 7.7. Those are impressive stats for any driver at all. I don't care if you're a returning veteran to the series. Some other rising stars don't have that good of stats, but I mean, it's the best stats for a female by a mile. I mean, no other female has won a K&N race, or any NASCAR race for the matter of fact. The 2019 racing season has been short so far, but not short of success for Hailie. In 5 races in the West Series, she has 2 wins, 4 top 5s, and is ranked 2nd in the points. The only non-top 5 finish she went for a spin with a few laps to go at Tucson. She was in the top 5, and if it wasn't for that, she'd be in the points lead without a doubt. And in her most recent win, she won in a dominant fashion at Colorado, leading 66 of the 155 laps. Once again, her East statistics weren't too impressive, with 4 starts and only 1 top 10. So I'm assuming just the West cars are suiting her style, or the driving, the tracks. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really watch the East Series. She made her first 2 ARCA starts on top of this. She wrecked in her first start at Toledo, resulting in a dead last finish, which this seems to be the theme of her, right? You know, she does bad in her first couple starts, but she rebounds, she learns, which is a good characteristic and trait to have. She finished 7th in her second and last ARCA start so far this season. What is really impressive about the 7th place finish is that it was the biggest track she has ever raced on by a mile, like literally by a mile. Gateway was the biggest track I believe she had raced on up to this point, and then jumping up to Pocono with these faster ARCA cars is just a whole different feel. So my final thoughts is that she's a quick learner. As you can tell by her statistics, they just keep getting better and better. She can rebound from mistakes. She might spin one race and then win the next race, or qualify bad, then rebound in the race. She just doesn't let the momentum swing in the wrong direction. And she's just quick. I mean, her average start is 6.2 in the K&N West Series. So that's a little bit better than our average finish. So she needs to work on not making mistakes, but she's just plain out fast. And she's not looking just to be the best female driver of all time, but she's looking to have a legacy for being a great driver, period. One of her weaknesses, though, right now is her aggression. She tends to have a lot of cars to spin off the nose of her car throughout races, but this is common for beginners, and especially as young as she is. I feel like she's going to grow out of it, so that's probably the only negative about her as of right now. Her most recent win, she spun her teammate for the win. That doesn't look good, but it's a win nevertheless. She had a good reason to spin him. He like bumped her bad like on the restart with a couple laps to go. So those are my thoughts about her. I think she's going to be a legend. She's gonna do better than Danica Patrick, better than Johanna Long, any of these female drivers we've seen, and I feel like she's gonna be a winner in the Truck Series at least. That's my prediction. And then she's gonna do real good in the Xfinity Series, but I'm not sure if she's gonna be able to race her way up to Cup. She doesn't have the popularity, she doesn't have the fame, she doesn't have the money that Danica Patrick did, so I'm not sure if she's gonna be able to make it to Cup Series, but she obviously has a lot of talent. So who knows, maybe if she improves a little bit with her aggression and just gets a little bit quicker and proves herself a little bit more, maybe she will be able to race herself to the Cup level. So if you guys did enjoy that video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know what you think about her in the comment section below.